It is Thursday. That means we have a vet here to answer your pet questions. So if you have a question about your pet, you can give us a call right now. The number is 460-KJRH. I guess if you have a question about someone else's pet, you can also call in about that. Whatever works for you.
Any questions. Questions about the future, whatever. We'll answer anything.
You'll handle it all. This is Dr. Joe Landers, and he's brought along Percy this morning.
Percy is, everyone keeps asking me what he is, and he's actually a Pekingese. Pekingese do come in black. A lot of times they're kind of tan and everything. He's got the short little nose, short little mouth. He's, we've had him for close to a month now. We're getting some weight back on him, getting his coat back in shape. He's just kind of running around. This is one of the most friendly dogs. He plays with all the other dogs. You know, we try to get the MLA dogs socialized and play with each other. He probably, the men are actually not really a problem for him, but he's a little bit cautious. I think he's been around women a lot more, but he is just a fun dog. He just wants to get down and play and explore and do stuff.
Most guys like the ladies better anyway.
That's right.
Really not a surprise.
But he's a great little dog. That's right.
He seems like it, yeah. So if you have other pets, this would be a great dog to add to the family then.
Absolutely. He's kind of, people always ask me, is it better to get 2 females or 2 males or a female and a male? The answer is just 2 that get along. And, even though he's a male dog, he acts very submissive and he wants to play and he gives the right signals. He doesn't try to take over, so to speak, and push the play. So it's really personalities.
All right, we'll tell you how to adopt Percy in just a moment. First, though, let's go to the phones. And first up today is Kay from Tulsa. Good morning, Kay. What's your question?
Yes, we have a sweet little dog that is eating. We feed her high, good dog food, but she eats the bird seed off of the ground.
Yeah. A lot of times that's kind of tasty too. You know, dogs are kind of like people. We're kind of omnivores. We can scavenge for lots of different deals, either roots and tubers, and we'll eat leaves and other things. They don't need to anymore because you're right. We give them a good dog food. But a lot of times they just kind of like the taste of it a little bit. I'll tell people, especially if there's a lot of birds around, you know, sometimes they can get sick from that gastrointestinal wise because birds have different bacteria in their gut than we do. And we'll move the bird feeder to the side a little bit. Sometimes they put up a little fence. I don't know how big your dog is. That may or may not be an option, and sometimes that will kind of help a little bit too. So, but try to avoid that. It's not the worst deal in the world. It certainly won't, kill them or anything, but sometimes that can be done. So,
Percy's got his own problem.
That's right. So, but but just kind of keep away from that. So.
All right, let's go to our next caller. It's Ralph in Osage. Good morning, Ralph.
Yeah, good morning.
Hi.
I have this Australian Shepherd.
Yes.
And she's a blue heeler mix. And when we got the dog, we got her from an animal shelter, and she had an odor to her.
Yes.
We brought her home, and we've given her a bath, but we noticed she has something like dandruff. And when this dandruff gets bad, she has a smell like fish on her.
Yeah, she kind of feels kind of oily, too. It gets on your hands and everything. You know, she's probably got some allergies, or she's got a skin infection, or make sure she doesn't have any fleas on her. Your skin, or their skin, to protect itself when it has a problem or perceives a problem, like an allergy, or if it has a skin infection, sometimes it'll exude some oil to protect it. It's sort of its last stand against stuff. There are certain shampoos that will help, but remember that they're producing oils every day, so you have to wash them quite often. I would have that checked by your veterinarian, because usually there's okay to have a little bit of oil, like a lab, that's why the water comes off their coat or whatever, but too much, and if you smell it, then that really means that there's too much and you need to get that checked out. So. All
right, and if folks want to adopt Percy, they can call Animal Aid,
Call Animal Aid, or he's over at our clinic, either one. Animal Aid is 744-8480, I believe. And,
8280,
8280, yeah, something like that, or my number is 627-8575. Okay. That I do know.
You can also go to animalaid.org, so you got all sorts of options.
That's right.